Hello everyone, today I'll teach you the collective and individual responsibility of the Council of Ministers. What is meant by individual responsibility and what is meant by collective responsibility? So let me tell you once again. So individually all the ministers, individual ministers are responsible to the Prime Minister because Prime Minister has given them the ministries. So they are responsible to the Prime Minister. Very simple. Individually, the ministers are responsible to the Prime Minister. Okay, and if they don't do the work properly, then they'll be removed by the Prime Minister. If you don't do the individual responsibility, if you don't do the work properly and with full responsibility, responsibly, then you will be removed. So individually you are responsible to the Prime Minister, but as a whole, collectively as a whole, you are responsible to the Parliament. You are responsible to the Parliament. So individually the ministers are responsible to the Prime Minister as well, and collectively they are responsible to the Parliament. So in a very simple term, if you do any mistake, the entire government will be blamed for that. You will be responsible for that. So who will be responsible? Who will be accountable? Prime Ministers will be accountable. You are responsible and accountable to the Prime Minister, but Prime Minister along with other ministers are accountable to the entire country. So the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers sink and swim together. They sink and swim together. That means if one minister is in trouble, the entire ministry is in trouble. So in order to help that minister, entire ministry will come there to bring you out of that trouble. So sink. If you are sinking, everybody will sink. If you will swim, everyone will swim together. So the ministers sink and swim together. You are not different. You are the member of the party, so it does not mean that you can do whatever you like. If you don't do the work properly and smoothly, being the minister of a particular ministry, then definitely that will bring bad name for the Prime Minister, and Prime Minister will be accountable to the Parliament. So whenever we talk about the Parliament is the voice of the nation. We are the one represented there by the members, so they will be accountable to the nation. So resignation of the Prime Minister will lead to the resignation of the entire Council of Ministers. So I think you understood it. If the Prime Minister resigns, the entire government will resign. So if any of the minister does not do the work properly, then definitely who will be answerable? The minister will be answerable, but as a whole, Prime Minister will be answerable. Sometime you might have seen in the proceedings of Lok Sabha, whenever any of the minister is in trouble or are completely dominated by the opposition, at that time, to help the minister out of the trouble, Prime Minister stands and confronts the opposition. So whenever a minister is in trouble, Prime Minister comes forward and tries to protect them. So that is the role of a Prime Minister as a leader leading from the front. It is not the leader leading from the back. Ministers are at the front and the Prime Minister is at the back. No, it's not like that. So leader must lead from the front. Whatever situation may be, the Prime Minister leads from the front, guiding the other ministers to follow him. So that is all about the individual. So once again, individually you are responsible to the Prime Minister, but collectively you are responsible to the Parliament. So as a whole, you are not doing your personal work, you are doing the work of the nation. So you have to do the work properly and smoothly. If you are not capable of doing so, you will be removed. If you are not capable of handling the ministry, you will be removed. But if a vote of no confidence is passed against the minister, that particular minister, that minister has to resign. But if the vote of no confidence is passed against the Prime Minister and the government, the whole government has to resign. If Prime Minister resigns, the entire government will fall. But if one minister resigns, that will not make a difference. For that, some other members are there who can hold that position. So this is all about from this chapter. Hope you all have understood it. So till the time, take care, stay safe, and bye bye.